Okay, the stream is now up.
All right. Oh,
Go ahead and hop on there and just let me know how the volume is.
yeah, let me hop on there.
Pretty sure I have it set up where they can hear you as well.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it works. I just have a fucking echoey mic. I think the volume's fine, too.
An echoing mic. Okay. You have an echo? Do I have an
Yeah.
echo too?
Yeah, I heard a little bit of an echo from my end, so...
Okay. Let me see if I can fix that.
Yeah. Because I don't remember if my mic was echoey ever, or in a circumstance.
It usually isn't, but I'm pretty sure the reason being is because on OBS I have it capturing the desktop audio and the audio coming through my headphones, and technically you're on both.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, that could be why.
Okay, go ahead and speak. Tell me how that is.
Okay, let me double check screen. Okay.
Basically, what I'm wanting to know
I
is if
think
you're
it's fine.
speaking.
I think it's fine right now. I didn't hear an echo on my end, so
No echo, you can still hear the background, the BGM.
yeah, I can still hear the background.
Is the BGM loud or anything? Is it good volume?
Yeah. I think BGM's good volume. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. That being said, we can get started right onto this tier list. You guys, anyone that's watching the stream, anyone that might be watching the stream right now or watching the VOD later on, this is one of my boys. We both play Dragon Ball Fighterz, so we decided we're going to do a little bit of a tier list today, right before the patch comes out. Arxis at this point still hasn't mentioned a day or anything, but I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
And for anyone wondering what my experience with Dragon Ball Fighterz is, I've had the game and played it since 2019. I have it on all different platforms: PC, Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. So I know the differences between each platform, and I have probably too many hours in the game to be honest.
Yeah,
so I,
that's fair.
so I'd say I have a pretty good understanding of how the game is.
I mean, the way I fully learned the game was through all of Moldy Bagel's vids and see what the hell was going on.
Dude, and Multi Bagel is actually a goat because yeah,
Yeah,
he
like
like gave
literally,
updates every single patch
yeah.
and like went
Legit,
in depth.
that's how I kind of like got into Fighters content. Through a bunch of Moldy Bagels vids and just seeing what the heck is going on over there. Because I didn't own the game until like a bit recently. Recently. Not too recent though, I would say.
Yeah, it's been a while since you
Yeah,
first got the game.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna start on this tier list. I'm gonna have the tiers just like that. gonna remove this tier because I wouldn't say there's any character that's so bad I would consider them D tier.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm gonna
Like,
name them
isn't
too.
everyone technically playable though? Because you know.
Yeah, I think the lowest a character can be in this game is average, so I'm making the bottom tier average.
Yeah.
Above average, great, and then broken.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna start, and I'm just gonna go in order of how it is on this tier list.
All right.
Or should we go in order of how like the DLCs were released? Nah, that's gonna be too much organizing.
Nah, that's gonna be too much work.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start with Android 16. So
Yep.
he has a full screen command grab that has armor on it. So you're always gonna have to look out for that. But
Yeah.
I would say he's definitely one of the more average characters. But I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna put him
definitely
in
is one of the
above.
more average.
I think I'm gonna put him in above average though because you have to consider everything that goes along with the game. It's not just how they are on screen because he builds good bar and
Yeah.
everything, and he has a lot of different combo routes that he can use to carry you to the corner, build meter, do decent damage. But I think what puts him above average is actually his assist, his B assist to be specific.
Yeah, his assist, like the B assist, is like really good. That I've used it a few times. It's pretty helpful.
Yeah, his B
Pretty
assist
helpful.
no, and hits he shoots it out two different rockets, and he does that process twice. You can reflect him, but the angle at which he appears on screen also makes it kind of hard to deal with.
Yeah.
That's why I'm putting 16 there.
Yeah.
17.
17.
Well, go ahead. You were going to say something about 16?
Okay. Back to 16. Like just real quick. 16. And for the people who play Gogeta 4, you know why 16 is pretty damn helpful.
Level 7
Especially with
combos are
that.
crazy.
Yes, exactly. Like you can get so many taunts off of his assist.
I
So
think
he
if you
synergizes really well with Gogeta 4.
I think if you time it right, you can get like 3
Yeah. Yeah, if you do time it right, you can.
just off his assist.
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that, so.
It's not too
On
difficult.
to. Yeah.
Android 17 though. No,
Okay.
I don't think anyone is going to disagree with me when I put this character up here. I feel like most people would probably consider
Yeah.
Android 17 S tier, and I certainly do.
Yeah.
He has his some of his buttons are a little bit stubby, but he has great
Yeah.
mix. He has great damage. Everyone knows he builds stupid amounts of meter with those key blasts. So
Like,
he's an amazing point
once.
character in that regard, but he's also amazing on mid or anger because of his barrier
Yeah.
assist, which is actually just stupidly overpowered. I think in the next patch they should make it to where it doesn't go off unless you actually hit the barrier.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that would help a lot. Because, how, like, the amount of times we've seen 17 get used is. It was primarily as anchor position because of how much meter he can build and that AS being so well defensive.
It's a defense assist that also works as an offensive assist. It's not like a DP either. It's a barrier, so it's way stronger than
Yeah.
a typical DP assist. It might be the best assist in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on though. His twin sister, Android 18. Okay, she's also just an insanely good character. She can barrier
Yeah,
into
she's
barrier.
also just insane.
She can cancel her other specials out of her barrier now. The buffs that they gave to her 17 assist call are also like
Yeah.
rather insane. She has really great solo mix because of it.
Yeah.
Though I will say I think she does a little bit less, like a little below average damage, but she more than makes up for it
Yeah.
for in the regard that she'll actually just mix you out of your socks and you're getting hit 17 different times.
Now, she has a lot of combo routes she can go ahead and just do freely.
Yeah, a lot of really good combo routes. She has good extensions with 17.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I were to give a reason as to why more people aren't playing her at the high level, it's probably just an ease of use type of thing. Because I will say 18 is one of the more difficult characters to play. Like utilize 17 for her extensions in her combos and playing the neutral game. You have to be really on point with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say she's a great character. Not quite broken, not quite there.
Not exactly broken, but really good.
Yeah, I would say she's a high tier that's pushing being a top tier.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Android 21 though, I can't say the same. They nerfed the ever living shit out of her.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Fuck.
Taking away that level 3 mix was not a death sentence, but basically a death sentence, you know. I don't see anyone playing her at the high level anymore. When back in the day, she used to be played a lot. And it's not like she doesn't still have great tools.
Everyone's team, right?
Practically. It's not like she doesn't have great tools either. Air command grab, um, some of the best key blasts in the game because they override other key blast.
Yeah.
I think one of her biggest problems is that it does take a bit for her to get going because she has to get her 4 different steals.
Yeah.
And depending on the matchup, those steals, they do matter. Like I would say objectively her best steal is the Kamehameha, obviously. It's just a
Yeah.
beam. But then she has like her bomb blast, her barrier. And yeah, depending on the matchup, it all depends on what steals that you're going to be getting. So it's a kind of a bit of an RNG factor.
Yeah, you're kind of gambling a little bit.
Because you're never going to know who your opponent's going to play. Unless you're going up
Yeah.
unless you're at the top level and you know who you're up against and you know their team. Like if I were playing 21 and I was going up against Yasha or somebody, I mean I know what team Yasha's going to play. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I would put her in above average. By the
I
way,
should give her above average as well.
by the way, just for clearance, for anybody that might be watching the VOD later on, this tier list is by no means ordered. So if you see a character above another character in a certain tier and you're like, what? What are you talking about? This character clearly like stop it.
Yeah, like we didn't put it in specific order because if we were to do it in specific order, it would take way more goddamn time.
It would take a lot more time, and also I feel like it really is dependent, you know,
Yeah, it
because
really
lot
does
of
really
people
depend.
a lot of people will say a lot of different things, and this is just a format I feel like more people would be happy looking at, saying
Yeah.
like, oh, all these characters are in this tier and all these are in this tier, as opposed to this character is objectively better than this one.
Yep.
Though there are some characters that are objectively better than others.
Yes, that is true.
But anyway, moving on with the tier list, we have
Yep.
Burdock.
Ah, yes.
I appreciate. I
Mr.
appreciate.
Ah, yes. Mr. B Assist himself.
Mr. Used to be assist.
Yeah.
Yeah, his nerf to his B assist is unfortunate, but I don't think it did that much in the grand scheme of things.
No, it really didn't do that much in the grand scheme of things.
Bardock has a few pretty good tools. His Lariat lets him get across the screen really quick. It is -2, but it is safe. Not -2? Is it -2? I'm not sure if it's -2, but I do know it's safe
I don't
on
remember.
block.
Yeah.
Here, let me just pull him up real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Gotta boot up the game right quick. Why won't the stream swap over? There we go. Now, Bardock. Yeah. The auto combo king himself. Let's move that over. This is kind of loud. All right. I don't know if I remember how to do them. I was gonna say I do appreciate that they gave him new combo routes, such as what is it? Yeah. How you can like combo off of the ground mid-screen now with his medium lariat. They made a couple of his routes easier in the corner to do too. Hold on, what is it? I don't know if I can do the loops. I'm not a Bardock player like that for real. Yeah, those. Like real Bardock players, they'll be able to loop that and like combo it in the corner, get a little bit of extra damage out than a lot of Bardock's old optimal routes. And I'm glad they gave that to him. But where Bardock really struggles, and what I think is probably the most important part of this game, is playing the neutral game. He doesn't have much of a screen presence. He has this one Ki Blast, and it's okay. It's not the greatest Ki Blast. Like I said earlier, he has Lariat and lets him get across the screen really quickly. But without his assist, let's say you're going up against a character that does have better neutral, like can play the neutral game a lot better than him, like Blue Goku, as a matter of fact. Switch over to him real quick. He has better Ki Blasts. He has light, medium, and heavy versions of his Lariat. And he can combo off into once he gets into the corner. He has this version, which crosses up. He has this move, which is incredibly safe.
Yeah.
Like just look at how fast you can move after this on whiff.
Yeah.
See how fast I'm backing up immediately after whiffing? That is so safe.
Yeah. That is so goddamn safe.
And to make matters worse, if you block it, you're getting mixed. Now, Bardock doesn't really have tools to like get around the screen like that and really have a strong screen presence. He's really strong up close, but I think that's it. And I would argue that being able to play the neutral game in Dragon Ball FighterZ is the most important part, because any straight hit can lead into a combo, which will lead into you being cornered. And nobody likes blocking in the corner in this game. Nobody likes blocking in this game, if we're being for real. But in the corner especially.
Yeah, in the corner especially, it's a fucking pain in the ass. Because you could just get hit by a stray hit out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden you're dead.
You're in the corner and your opponent's staggering. You don't want to challenge them because they have their assist. Then call out their assist, and then you get hit by a random medium. And then you explode and lose your character. And if you lose a character, you lose a resource. And that's also where we need to talk about Bardock's assists, which I actually think are pretty good all around. His A assist is just his lariat, plus 27. Not too bad, right?
Yeah.
His B assist, everybody remembers his B assist. If you played back in those days.
Played back in season 1, then
46 is crazy. And then C assist. It's a C assist. It's just a basic C assist. Not too bad. One other thing I do really like about Bardock's A assist is how easy it is to combo off of it. Oh, I suck. Really easy to combo off of it. There's a little bit of a pop-up. 47 frames of advantage off of there, so you know it's really easy to combo off of. It's about the same as Vegito's currently is. Though I would say Vegito's A assist is obviously better because it's a full screen multi-key blast move. Now Vegito's A assist is obviously nowhere near as good as it used to be. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But I would say Bardock has pretty good assists all around. So he's a. If I were to play him, I would probably play him as my mid. It depends on the team I'm making, mid or point.
I'd say mid, personally. That's just my taste, though. It just depends on what you're, doing.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, basically. All right, anyway. Back to the tier list at hand.
Yep.
With all in mind, I would say Bardock is well. What do you think? What would you rate him?
I'd place him with 16 at 21. Personally.
Yeah, I agree. I'd put him in the above average tier. Because he's better than the worst characters in the game. But he's definitely not competing with the likes of like 18 in the great tier.
He's not definitely competing with the likes of those guys.
Oh man. The next character though. This guy is a piece of shit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think we all know where he's going.
What do I gotta say? His A assist is like what, plus 80?
Like, what do we say, man?
His A assist is insane. If he has bar, he literally has infinite mix.
Yeah.
His orbs, some of the best tools in the game, helps him control the neutral game a lot. You're often going to find yourself getting hit by stray orbs, or if you're a Beerus player, you're often going to find yourself bullying people. His combos do insane damage. The 2M buff they gave it to where it's just completely projectile invul. I feel like it was a really good change to help him get across the screen while not having to worry about a zoner's pressure like Broly or Lab Coat. Well, Lab Coat's not really a zoner, but back when she came out, remember how fast her beam was? That shit was like 20 frames, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was like 20 frames, yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't think much needs to be said about Beerus. He's just one of the top tiers in this game.
Yeah, no explanation needed. Too much. But even though we just did give the explanation, but still, he is stupid.
Broly! Broly!
Broly!
Man. I'm sorry, S Broly players, but your character's mid as fuck. He has honestly nothing special going for him.
Yeah.
Sure. He has some of the highest damage potential in the game when he's in limited break as your anchor and you have his level 3 off. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. His damage potential can become actually really absurd because what is it? You do the level 3 and you get the 15% damage buff. Is it 15 or 10?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's 10. It's 10.
Yeah. It
And
was
then
like 10.
in limit break you get another 10% damage buff. That's 20% extra damage that Broly can do. And that's great and all. But how does he open you up?
Yeah. There really isn't much that he can use.
His only lows are 2M. His stagger pressure isn't really that great. And he does have a really fast command grab, and he can switch it up in case your opponent thinks you're going to jump. You can grab them out of the air, and it's honestly funny as shit when you do call him out like that. His assists, they're just okay.
Yeah.
And like I said before, there's no character in this game that's inherently weak, but compared to the rest of the cast, S. Broly is one of those weak characters.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do for him to make him better. I don't know. Like maybe
Yeah, I don't know either.
maybe I'd give his regular Key Blast the same property as Z Broly's, where they go through other weaker Key Blasts. And
Maybe. Yeah.
and what else would I do with him to make him better? Because I'd want him to. In a perfect world, every character would be sitting around here.
Yeah. But unfortunately, we kind of don't have that. Do we?
I don't know how we can really buff S Broly.
Yeah.
He got his loops, he got his damage, but he has no way of opening you up, and his assists are just okay.
Yeah.
Man, I need a real S Broly player to come and give us some suggestions because I just don't know. But the other
I didn't
Broly,
play S Broly, but the other Broly is annoying as fuck.
I used to hate this character with a passion.
Yeah.
But nowadays, obviously, I'm a lot better at the game than I used to be. And I would say Broly right now is in a pretty good spot. I'd say he's above average. He still has his Key Blast property. He still has his command grab that he can easily combo off you that he doesn't have to spend bar on like this guy.
Yep.
He has really good corner pressure. His staggers are a lot better than this guy's. Yeah. Z Broly's he's solid. He's solid.
Yeah. He is. So.
Okay, the captain of the illustrious Ginyu Force. Okay, this guy's a great character. Low key, he might be busted, but I don't know.
Like he got really good tools.
I don't know if I can put him that high.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I'd say,
the Ginyu calls are really good. He's a great summoner archetype of character. He has great mix,
yeah.
and if paired with an assist to kind of like hold the opponent down, he can call out the Ginyus and get free mix.
Yep.
And what is it? The purple comet attack that Jace and Birder do. I've been interrupted in the middle of my combo so many times by that. An assist that doesn't go away after you get hit is kind of nutty.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't think that. All that being said, I don't feel like he's as disgusting as some of these other characters because he has all those great tools, but he doesn't have what most of these other characters would have. That it's just like absurd, like 17's barrier assist and meter gain, Beerus, and probably most of the other top tiers on this list just complete neutral skip tools.
Yep.
Like the top tiers don't play the same game. Ginyu plays this game really well. The top tiers don't play the same game. Speaking of top tier, I'm gonna put Cell Riot up there in Broken.
Yep.
Again, this tier list isn't ordered. I'm not saying 17 is the best character in the game. I'd probably even argue that Cell is.
Yeah.
But Cell, he has every good tool that he had from every previous patch, right? Good beam, good assists, great mix, good buttons, good staggers. He can pressure you really well as a solo. He has great damage output. Everyone knows about Fenrir the TOD machine. He main Cell. But
The he's playing again is crazy work too.
it is crazy work. I'm actually so glad to see some of the Japanese players come back into the game.
Yeah.
This World Tour is going to be crazy. But what makes him broken now? Come on, everybody knows. It's EX Perfect Attack.
Yeah.
That move serves as a medium scaling frame 4 reversal that is safe on whiff, relatively.
Relatively safe on whiff. And what else?
If you block it, you're going to get mixed. And if you respect it, or if the Cell player respects it and just backs off, he's still safe and he can do it again.
Yep.
And by the way, the range
on
that move is absurd too. It hits deceptively far.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about Sal. I don't need to explain too much about him. He's just literally the perfect character.
White literally go through some.
Yeah, because it's a invincible frame 4 reversal.
Yeah. Just went ahead and went through fucking Z Broly level 3.
This character is dumb.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Yeah, Cell is dumb as hell. He's actually the perfect character.
Yeah.
There is no weakness. I can't say the same about Cooler, though.
Yeah. He is fun to play, though. He is fun to play.
Yeah. I think I would agree on that. No. Cooler has his neutral skip tool. 3H goes through all projectiles. He has his off the ground combos with the. I don't know what the move in game is actually called, but the freaking.
Yeah.
I am the one who decides who lives and who dies. If you know, you know.
Yep.
The move where he lifts up his hand and then it like shakes up the ground. He does really good damage with his combos. I think his mix is okay. It's nothing special.
Yeah. He has okay mix, yeah.
And he has just dumb buttons too. That fucking tail, bro. That shit'll smack you off the air.
Yeah.
And of course, he has a DP.
Yeah.
That's always a good tool to have, just to escape pressure.
Yep.
I would say that he's a great character.
Yeah. I think that's all
Oh boy, Freezy Pop.
I feel genuinely bad because he's like the only install super in the game, but he's supposed to be a zoner when he doesn't even have like the best tools for it.
Exactly, he's this game zoner, or quote unquote this game zoner, but Z Broly does a better job at zoning, and also with his barrier just denies any zoning in the first place.
Yep.
Because his barrier not only deflects all key blasts, it also deflects any and all assists.
Yeah. There really isn't much we can do about that.
And you'll see Freezes going in the back, spamming their key blast, putting up a giant wall with that one EX to move.
Yeah.
And like that's great and all, but you know how many characters have full screen or damn near full screen moves that deflect key blast? Lab Coat, Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta's Larry, it just goes straight through them.
Yep.
Or literally any character with a beam.
Yeah.
like, dude, Frieza sucks.
Yeah. Like. Oh,
all
we
the
can't
buff, all
make
the
it up.
buffs they
We
gave him
really
too,
can't.
like him going golden, his buffs to golden, they
Yeah.
were great to have, but like they would need to do something with Frieza. The you might die this time attack. If that could like clash with moves like Lab Coach EX Spin, then I think Frieza would be a real
Yeah.
threat. Because then you would have something that he can throw out that isn't just going to be completely negated by Lab Coat, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Z bullshit, or any of the others. But yeah, he's definitely going to be an average. He's one of, to me, I would say Frieza. Obviously, he's not terrible, but comparatively, he is one of the worst characters in the game. I would say
Yeah.
there aren't many that I would put below him. All right, you got anything else to add on top of that?
No, I wouldn't say so. But yeah, if Arxis actually, gives me some goods, we might actually see some play. But for right now, we kind of have to meme him
Yeah,
over the fact that he is not that good at all.
yeah, he's just.
But respect to the Freezes players though, y'all got some crazy ass loops.
Oh yeah, Frieza combos are insane.
Yeah,
Some of those things are
nutty
so
ass
sick.
combos.
Anyway, if that's all we have to say, then moving
Oh,
on.
yeah, that's.
Ah,
Oh
Yasha's one of
boy.
Yasha's best characters.
Yes.
Now, Gogeta Blue, I think, has comparatively definitely fallen off, and it's not because he's gotten worse; it's because other characters have gotten better.
Yeah. But he still does like really good damage.
Yeah, he does really good damage, and obviously the meter nerf was a pretty big hit
Yeah.
because you just get so much less reward.
It was a massive.
But even with the nerf, he can still two touch you really easily.
Yeah.
And of course, Yasha's team is still one of the best teams in the game. It just synergizes way too well not to be.
Yeah.
All right, here, let me pull him up on the stream real quick. Actually, Gogeta SSG SS.
Yep. There he is.
Excuse me. Let's get him to guard all. Now, Gogeta Blue. Neutral game, I would say, is definitely not that strong.
It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
But that's why you run the Yasha team though.
Yeah,
Vegito's ASS literally plays neutral for you. If they're gonna super dash, you're gonna two. If your reaction times are on point, you're probably gonna 2H him every single time. Spark, and then they just blow the hell up.
Yep.
Gogeta obviously has a really great mix. Stuff like that. Really easy to cross up because they buffed the hitboxes on this JM. So it's a lot easier to cross up. It used to miss a lot of the time. I'll do something like that a lot of the time when I want to mix my opponent. His Ki Blasts, it's just a beam. But I think that's not the greatest thing to have as a Ki Blast because of the end lag on it. Though you can cancel it out into this, which is +2. If they block it. And it trips my opponents up all the time because they forget that it's plus. Tiger Knees. Tiger Knees are really good.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. People will either use them as a combo ender, or to extend their block string. Like if I'm going to use it to extend my block string, I'll usually do something like this. A lot of people don't know, but you can actually cancel into the heavy version. But I prefer to do it on the medium version because you can cancel it immediately and get a free high. So I'll do something like, and they think I'm going to go for a low. It's a high-low mix. I did not mean to do that. Excuse me. And then they get hit. And of course, Gogeta's damage output, even with a meter nerf, is still really good. That's 4.5 off of a light starter.
Yeah.
Really easy combo too, by the way.
Yeah, very simple, very combo.
He can do this button. Let me talk about this button for a little bit. That 2M is crazy. It hits from about this far, maybe a little farther. Fast startup for a button that goes that far. And obviously, if you're in the corner, if I would be good at the game for half a second, come on, let me get rid of that. How do I get rid of that? There we go. Switch our positions. You can do basically that exact same combo, but get way more damage off of it. Honestly, depending on the characters you have on your team, that might just be a straight up TOD if you have the bar for it.
Yeah, if you have it.
He also has this command grab, which at first glance doesn't look really good, but you can actually do some pretty sick setups with it.
Yeah.
Like oftentimes what I'll do, if my opponent's blocking me, oopsie, I'll do something like this, follow out the assist. Oh, I did beam. But basically you get the point.
Yeah. He's probably also one of the easiest characters to pick up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why it's probably one of the reasons I started picking him up when I initially got the game. His ease of use. Now, to be fair, back when I did pick him up, he sucked. He had really slow buttons. This was not 6 frames. I think this was like 7. This was like 11 frames instead of 12. I believe this was like 15. It still went pretty far. But all of his buttons were really slow, and having really slow buttons in Dragon Ball Fighterz obviously is just not a great thing to have, especially when you can get hit by a stray medium and just die.
Yep.
Plus, some of the tools that he has today, such as being able to combo off of this command grab, he simply didn't have. Or even just being able to super dash off of his ki blast. And this is considered a beam. This, oh man, that brings me back actually. Watching Wawa mix people with this character.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what would he do?
Yeah, what would
This teleport mix, Wawa used to destroy people with that. I don't know if he plays Gogeta Blue anymore, but it'd really be a treat if he did.
Just to see him mix people again with that.
Man, you just had to be back in there in the old days when Wawa was playing Blue Gogeta. The bad version of Gogeta Blue at that.
Yeah.
And oh man, Wawa's Gohan was also crazy. And anyone that was paying attention to the FGC for Fighterz back in the day, Base Goku, Key Blast. If you know, you know.
Oh god.
The disrespect.
Oh no.
Okay. I think I've spoken enough about Gogeta, though.
Yeah. Let's get back onto the list, shall we?
Yeah. Now, as for where I would rate him, he's a great character.
Yeah.
He is. Despite his flaws, his synergy with other characters on the roster, high damage output, and honestly, it's a lot of the time even being able to just completely ignore the meter penalty because he can still two-touch you. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Now, adult Gohan, he's a great character too.
Yeah. He is.
Great mix, pretty decent buttons. He plays a strong neutral game. He does really high damage.
Yeah, really high damage.
And this character goes from great to being straight up broken when you level up a couple of times. And if you get to level 7, then he's just retarded.
Yeah. And we've all seen what happens at level 7.
Mm-hmm.
For those of us who, you know.
Now, I've been improving playing my Gohan. My Gohan is definitely not the level that I want it to be at yet. Because I've only really recently started training with Gohan to be really, really good with him. Now, I don't think my Gohan's gonna ever get to like Wawa's Gohan, but Wawa played the shit out of Gohan, so. And I don't think there's enough life left in this game for me to warrant putting that much time into it to get my Gohan that good.
Yeah.
But even despite that, if you just know a few of Gohan's optimal combos, he can blow you the hell up.
Oh, crazy work.
Like those loops in the corner. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me switch this back over to Fighterz.
Yeah.
We want adult Gohan, not teen. There he is. Gohan leveled up just once. Hold on.
You can.
Hold on. My mind is telling me to do a completely different combo than the one I'm actually trying to showcase.
Yeah.
Oopsie. Does that drop? I don't remember if I'm not doing it right or if it's just a combo you can't do. I feel like that doesn't drop. I feel like I'm just doing it wrong.
I don't think it should.
Okay, maybe it does. And I'm supposed to call an assist there. But you guys see the damage. And that's such an easy combo to do. Well, I'm not gonna say it's easy. At least not for beginner players. But if you have some experience in fighters, doing a combo like that is not going to be that difficult. And of course, when he's leveled up, these also teleport his back fists, and it lets you do some pretty sick stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that little feature too. When he's leveled up, he can also combo off of his DP, I believe. Yeah. That's a lot of damage too. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Because you get legit DP loop in the fucking corner, it would go fucking crazy.
And you can also mid-air combo off of his EX back fist.
Yeah.
If I can get it right. And the timing on that is a lot different than I remember. Yeah. There it goes. Yeah, Gohan is sick. And of course, at level 7, the reason he becomes broken, not only does he have reverse speed, but he can cancel out of his specials. Look at the damage.
Yeah. It gets stupid about it.
And when I'm at level 7, I get silly.
Crazy shit starts happening.
Crazy shit does start happening because when I'm at level 7, I'll go full screen, do this, that, free. That's so free. Okay. Enough about that, though. I need to continue the tier list. I'm wasting too much time. Tohan, Teen Gohan, I think is in a state right now. He's in a great state, actually. He's in a great state, but he's in a state right now where I do think he's probably slightly worse than adult Gohan. Maybe that's just me. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about Adult Gohan's assist, but he has all three of his assists are pretty good. You can use his B assist for high block stun mix. His C assist is a C assist beam, so that's always going to be good. And his A assist is just his DP, a DP assist, a defensive assist. We all know how good defensive assists are.
Yep.
I believe Teen Gohan has a DP assist too,
Yeah.
and it's also pretty good. And his B assist, I'm not saying down, is just the bomb key blast that he does. You can reflect him and super dash through him, but he throws multiple, so sometimes it can be a little bit risky to do that. He is the auto combo god. That shit is stupid.
Yep.
Teen Gohan has a really good mix. He has really good damage and meter gain. His meter gain is probably comparable to Android 17's, but he's not as good as 17 because he doesn't have 17's barrier.
Yeah.
All around, really good character. The story arc that this character went through, though, Goku whack.
My man's went through. God knows.
My boy used to be straight cheeks. Like, actually, it was just a straight up terrible character. No mix. Command grab was like 26 frames. He didn't have any type of setups. He has way better combo routes now. He has actual mix. And when they buffed his combo routes, they also buffed the amount of damage he can typically do if you're optimal with Goku Black. His assist has always been the only thing that's actually been good about him because it's a beam. Beam assists are always good. They're always going to be good. But when the update came around that gave us other assists, his Fear Slicer assist is pretty good. His C assist, it's pretty good. It's a C assist. You know,
Yeah.
I don't.
Like what are you supposed to say? You know?
Yeah. Anything else you want to add on, or you want to move on? Because I got some shit to say about the next character. Okay, this character. Now this might be a little bit controversial. He's broken.
Yeah.
GT Goku is broken. Okay.
Yeah.
Allow me to explain. And I will go back to the game. Sometimes you gotta just show them why.
Yeah. You gotta show him.
No, I haven't even checked chat. I don't know if anyone's even there.
I haven't checked it in a bit either.
Let's see. Just a second, guys. Oh yeah, nothing really in chat. Just Nathaniel plays talking about that thumbnail is wild. Yeah, the thumbnail. The thumbnail was clickbait. That's not actually what I would make the tier list. That shit is ass.
Yeah.
Now, so what surprises me about GT Goku, or rather people that go up against GT Goku, they don't know that this is minus his health.
Which move?
This pogo stick.
That's minus?
Yeah, look. The amount of times I've gotten people with that and just mash jab, and it worked. Also, notice it's not even a low. It looks like it hits low, but it's not actually a low. It's a mid. Well, anyway, on to why GT Goku is absolutely broken.
Yep.
1, they brought back his auto combo rage from the old season.
Yep.
2, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about. Let me tell y'all about Spirit Bomb real quick. This shit is stupid. Look at how fast that is.
Like, put it.
My opponent's in the corner pressuring me, doing whatever. They do a true block string. Maybe I get hit by a level 3 and I'm in level 3 knockdown. But I don't want to take any type of mix. That's a get out of jail free card. 3 bars and I get out of jail for free. That move is dumb. But you know, that's not even the dumbest move on his arsenal. You know what it is? This! It has guard point.
That. Whatever that abomination is.
I can do it up to 3 times, of course.
Yeah.
I can leave myself safe. If I'm in the corner, I jump out and I'll do that, and I'm safe. If my opponent tries to counter hit me out of it, they can't because I have guard point. And if I land a hit, say they're not blocking and I land a straight hit, right?
Yeah.
I can Kamehameha off of it and get a full combo. This move is crazy.
Go ahead, free fucking combo right then and there.
And even if I don't do the Kamehameha, I believe if I would be good at the game for a second. Yeah, you can combo off of that.
Yeah.
This character, this one move, I can do something like that off of. Look at all that damage off of a safe move that has guard point and chucks you around the entire screen.
Yeah.
Moreover, of course he has his Rasengan's. The Rasengan's individually, they're all pretty good. Leaves GT Goku a decent distance away. He can't 2M out of it and get free mix like that, like he used to be able to. This is off of his light version. His medium version leaves him about the same, and his heavy version the same as well. The difference between these being how far they go when they're actually in neutral. Like the light version, it hardly goes anywhere. The medium version, you can kind of jump around with this. Light version is -5. Medium version is also -5. Heavy version is also -5. So it really depends on the distance you want to go. With the heavy version, you can just straight up go full screen.
Yeah. Free full screen.
And if you have an assist, you can combo off of it and get pretty decent damage.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm trash right now. Oh, I didn't actually know you got smash property off of that.
What?
So I can...
Okay, so why smash property?
Yeah, I can get a full combo with smash property off of that move from full screen. Yeah, this move is pretty good.
Yeah.
How I like to use the light version a lot.
Yep.
We're in the corner. You can use the medium version too, because they pretty much are the same speed, and you can mix off of it. And one other thing I would like to talk about too is pogo stick. And he has 3 different versions of this. If you hold down back, he doesn't really go too far, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can use this mid screen, get something cheeky like that.
Yeah, you can do some cheesy fake outs as well.
I'll do something like that oftentimes. He has his just regular 2S, sends him a little bit farther, but you can still mix off of this pretty well actually, especially with an assist like Vegito B because it pushes you back. See how free and easy that is?
Yeah, free and easy.
Or I can backdash.
Or you can backdash.
Stupid move. Or if I'm really trying to just make my opponent go wild and be like, why did he do that shit? I'll even do the far version.
I'll be petty as shit.
And then I'll Dragon Rush. And it throws them off because you can't get any real mix off of that. You can't backdash and get a free combo off it. You just go too far. Unless your assist pushes them back really far.
Like imagine someone hitting what is it?
Or well.
You hit the pole dash and then somebody just and then all of a sudden a beam assist just comes out of nowhere.
Oh well, actually no, it's not true because you can, depending on when you backdash out of it. Yeah. You see, I'm doing the far version, right? But I can backdash out of it really early. Nasty mix.
Yeah.
That's same side, bro. that same side.
What? Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Overall, really good mix. This dumbass move, by the way. Couple of skip neutral tools. He can cancel some of his specials into other specials, like he can cancel this into Kamehameha. He has great mix. He does really good damage. Let me show you guys just an example of a basic combo in the corner, in case anyone wants to pick up GT and they're maybe on this live stream and they want to see something with GT Goku. My go-to combo in the corner is, I'll do the light version because it's not likely. Well, it's not unlikely, but it's not. You can't bet on getting a medium starter all the time.
Yeah.
So I'll do something like this. Easy. Let me try something real quick. I'm just curious. No, you definitely can't. I definitely can't do that. That'd be crazy. Or maybe you can do something like not that. Just a regular heavy. Yeah, I think that would work. I swear that works. It has to. Well, maybe it doesn't work and I'm just wrong. If it does work though, someone post a combo down in the comments below. I'd really like to try it. But anyway, that's enough on that. Bottom line is GG Goku's broken. If you disagree, I don't know, go play Guilty Gear or something.
Yeah. I don't know, play Guilty Gear or something.
Not to bash Guilty Gear, because Guilty Gear is actually a really fun video game.
Yeah, not to bash
one of my
Guilty Gear
favorites.
at all. Yeah, it's really good fun.
Yeah. We went over some of the stuff with Blue Goku a little bit earlier in the stream. I'm gonna go back and take a look at it. This character is obviously really good. I'm gonna put him in the great tier. Vanilla Ku. They fixed his leg after they broke it. I remember back when they tried to fix it by putting a band-aid on it. But then they properly fixed it, and he's great again. He is the most middling character in the game. What I mean by that is he doesn't have anything overpowered, but he doesn't have anything that's like relatively weak compared to the cast either. He is exactly as he should be. Vanilla as fuck.
Yeah.
In fact, man, I'm gonna put him as a great character because having all the tools you need in this game does inherently make you a good character. He has pretty solid mix. He has solid assists. He has great combo routes that do good damage. He can skip neutral with his Dragon, not Dragon Lash. This isn't Street Fighter. That one move where he teleports across the screen and then hits you with the fist and talking about some. You like that?
You like that?
Yeah, he's pretty good. Moving on. The fall from grace. UI Goku. Now, I know some people still have a salty taste left in their mouth from UI Goku, which they shouldn't have had anyway because he wasn't really that oppressive back in the day. Not like Z Broly and Majin 21 were, or Gotenks. He wasn't as good as any of those three characters. Fourth, yeah, I'd probably give him that back in the day, that type of rating. And I honestly feel like most people only thought he was broken because he came out during the COVID era, and online was way different than playing offline.
Yep.
And one of the things that, because you were online, since we were online, UI Goku had mix. Like real mix. Mix that was genuinely extremely hard to block and extremely hard to anticipate. And that made him a much more threatening character. Online UI is not the same as offline UI. Offline UI, if you're a decent player, you can block, react to everything he does. Like when people weren't reacting to the flips back in the day, honestly, it was their fault, but because they weren't reacting to the flips, they were like, "Oh my gosh, he's so overpowered." No, he wasn't. And because of all the complaints, he got nerfed, and he never got any of the changes reverted. And at this point in his life, he's probably a bottom 3 character. And it's so unfortunate because, of course, for all my viewers out there that have seen me play Fighterz, they know that UI Goku is my main. Been playing him since the day he came out, and he's never left my team. And I try to incorporate him on every single team I have.
Yeah.
He's just one of them ones. I don't think you were there back when like UI Goku had received all of his nerfs, but they nerfed practically everything that was good about the character.
No, I wasn't there, but like I was just kind of just watching
You know,
content,
paying attention to the
That's how I kind of knew.
paying
Like
attention
that's
to
how
the
I kind
scene.
of knew all this stuff.
Got you, got you.
That's how I figured. That's how I learned a bunch of things over this game, actually. So.
Yeah, I definitely get you because like I like paid attention to the competitive scene for Guilty Gear long before I got the actual game,
Yeah.
which is what got me into Guilty Gear in the first place. But yeah, UI Goku, yeah, you suck now. No mix.
Yeah.
Your neutral game is actually really good. UI Goku can play neutral really well.
Yeah, he can actually play
He has his
pretty well.
he has his 6H, which let him dodge projectiles. He has his flips, which let him dodge projectiles and assists and get in on his opponent. He's really good at closing the gap. But the problem is that he can't. Once he closes the gap, he really can't capitalize off of it too well.
Yeah. He really can't.
Because he doesn't have any real mix. It's really easy to block UI Goku if you know what you're doing. Just jump the flips. Otherwise, his only options are the universal ones: stagger, 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 IAD overhead, stagger, stagger, IAD overhead, tick throw, which he has one of the worst tick throws in the game because his jab is he doesn't have like a good jab for doing a tick throw. Like Teen Gohan, his tick throws a lot better than other characters' tick throws. But I digress.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next character, Based Goku. I I honestly feel like Base Goku in this version of the game is just a slightly worse Super Saiyan Goku.
What? Interesting way of saying that, because I've been seeing a bit of Base Goku recently. And they've been doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, and I've seen people playing Base Goku a lot, and I actually play Base Goku myself. But every time I
Yeah.
do pick up and play Base Goku, I'm just like, no one's gonna deny that he does some of the most absurd damage in the game, especially as Anchor. No one's denying that.
Yeah.
But I think he's missing a couple of things that would make him like
Yep.
really, really good. Because he has his beam, he has the vanilla tools that Base Goku has. For some reason,
Yeah.
his 2M isn't in line with Blue Goku or Super Saiyan Goku's, and it should be. It's honestly, I think it's dumb that he doesn't have the same 2M. They have the same 2H. He has his command grab, one of the fastest command grabs in the game. He has the basic key blasts. But you know what Super Saiyan Goku and what Blue Goku have is an ability to the ability to close the gap on the screen really quickly with little risk.
Yeah.
Hell, Super Saiyan Goku's EX punch is plus if they block it. Blue Goku's EX lariat or just EX dive kick, which we've already discussed, is extremely safe on whiff.
Yeah.
Plus, you also have the instant transmission with Blue Goku, is where you might, let's say you do something like claw and assist, and then they're midair, and then they block the instant transmission. You're actually plus on that.
Yeah.
And then I feel like if they gave Base Goku something like that, and maybe gave him a low 2L, then he'd really be competing with them.
Yeah.
He does have Spirit Bomb, which is an off the ground move that if you land it, honestly, you can extend your combo and get just stupid damage off of it, bruh. But Yeah, I feel like he's definitely missing a couple of things to make him really, really shine compared to
Yeah.
them. I do think he's a little bit above average, the average character in the game, mainly because of the amount of
Yeah.
damage he can do, and he still has his command grab. He doesn't have a frame for reversal, if he had a frame for reversal,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty good. But none of the other Goku, well, UI Goku does, but
Yeah.
none of the other Gokus in the game have one. And I feel like that would make him more unique than the others too.
Yeah.
Which he should be unique. He is a DLC after all.
Yeah.
Oh, Go Tanks. He's not broken. Not anymore. Not
Not
anymore.
broken. Yeah, but not anymore.
He's definitely up here in this great tier though.
Yeah.
Ghost Oki, great at building bar, really, really good damage on his optimal combos, good assists. He has it all. He has all the tools that you need to be a really good Dragon Ball Fighters character. He just doesn't have something that makes him like stupid, like the top tiers, like these guys.
Yeah, like those guys. Holy shit.
That's something you'll notice about all the top tiers, and like everyone in the great tier, they're like, okay,
They
yeah,
all
they have all the tools to be a really great Dragon Ball Fighters character, and then all the ones in the top tier, they all have something retarded.
yeah.
EX Perfect Attack, Orbs, Meter, Barrier,
Yep.
Reverse Kamehameha. But yeah, let's move on. Hit. Nathaniel plays. I know you're in this chat, and I know you're a hit main. What do you have to say about it?
Bro in the chat right now.
I'm not sure, but if he is, say something about it because I know you're a hit main. When I think about hit, I think I think he plays a really decent neutral game. He can zip around the screen with like projectile invincibility with his time with that one time skip. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called in game,
Yeah.
but that's really good. His mix Now, his mix is something similar to like Vegito's, to where he doesn't have any really prominent high lows or cross up setups that he can do. But
Yeah.
you don't want to press a button against him because that one move that he has where he can just like instantly backdash and then come back in and hit you on your vital point and then combo off of it and actually blow you the hell up. Yeah, Hit's really good at that. He has pretty decent assists. His A assist just let you pop him up. His C assist is it's AC assist. C assists are never going to be terrible. Now they buffed him and they don't have that horrible respawn time.
Yeah.
Hit is good. He's good.
Yeah.
Honestly,
He's good.
the fact that he got a meter nerf is kind of crazy to me, but I still think he's a great character.
Yeah.
Ah, Janiga.
Ah.
Now, I want to talk about this character for a little bit longer than the others because my friends that I've been talking to are saying have been saying that like he fell off, but you know they're like they haven't experienced this patch that much. I believe they stopped like playing extensively after this patch. We've been playing a little bit more recently, but
Yeah.
I feel as though yeah the character has fallen off a little bit. It's only natural they gave him a meter penalty too, a
But it
25%.
was like really minor, like 25%, right? Yeah.
Yeah, really minor. Janemba still builds really great meter. He still has good mix. He still plays neutral really well. He still has pretty good buttons. He's solid. He is solid.
Yeah.
He has a really good assist. His A assist is extremely good, and it synergizes really well with a lot of characters. His B assist is your typical pop up assist, and his C assist is a C assist that has absurd block stun. Yeah, he's good. He's
Yeah.
good. Though I'm gonna put him at the top of above average because I don't know if I can say he's great.
think it kind of. For me personally, well, Janemba's just well-rounded. You could pretty much throw him on nearly anything.
If I'd say
But yeah,
he's
I'd
I'd
say
say he's like kind of
around
I think like kind of akin to Super Saiyan Goku in that way, but I think he's just slightly worse. That's why I'm putting him at the top of above average.
there. Makes sense.
Or maybe I'm just not good enough with Janemba to know. Who knows? Let me know down in the chat. Let me know down in the comments. All three people that are in the chat, I don't know. I don't know who you are. You're not really saying much, but let me know. Jiren. Wow. Talk about zero to hero.
Yeah. Oh,
This
shit.
guy used to suck.
Yeah.
But now
Then
he
they
now
gave him the goods.
they gave him the goods. They sped up his buttons, much like they did with Gogeta Blue, which was an insane thing to do because he already has his reverse beat. And his 2L is also a medium starter. He has some of the single best staggers in the game, and you really don't want to press a button against him because you're getting staggered in the corner by Jiren. He's doing light 2L, but then you press a button. Oh, but Jiren countered. So now you're back in the corner and you just lost like 2,500 HP. Rinse and repeat. What's that? There's a gap? Wait, but there are assists in this game. And one of the most popular setups, Jiren 17 barrier. That's 17 barrier is just the best assist in the game.
Yep.
It's just he's easy to block, quote unquote, but he feels impossible to block because it's like it's never your turn.
Yeah.
Jiren is definitely one of the most oppressive characters to like be up against in the corner because he really makes you want to press a button so you can take your turn back, but it's very risky to try and take your turn back if he has an assist available, especially one like 17 barrier, because then you get counter hit and you blow up. Which is another thing I need to talk about with Jiren is that Jiren's damage, he has some of the single highest damage output in the game with his basic bread and butters.
Yeah.
And on that note, his mix is also pretty decent because not even pretty decent, it's really good actually. Because although he doesn't have any like Kid Buu BS to where he's just gonna keep mixing you up over and over again. When they sped up his buttons, they also sped up his 2M, so he can actually high low you off of his JM 2M.
Yeah.
And he also has that his J2H, the spin move, that has guard point. Really, really good move. Helps you mix, and then he can go into his shoulder tackle,
Yeah.
spark, and then you die. One of the most oppressive characters to go up against. I've seen a lot of pros arguing that he's outright the best character in the game, if not one of the best. Everyone agrees he's one of the best characters, but some people think he's outright the best. And I remember when Enzen was making his tier list on this, I believe he was one of the people that subscribed to the idea, which I also subscribe to, that Jiren 17 is the single best team in the game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, enough about him. Let's move on to another character I play actually pretty extensively, Kefla. Kefla's really cool.
Yeah.
No, her damage output's a little bit lower, but she makes up for it because she has pretty good mix, pretty good solo mix too. Even
Yep.
her more optimal combos they do decent enough damage. She builds pretty good meter. Of course, she has her dash, where she just instantly goes behind you. Cloud and assist, and it can really throw people off. Being able to super dash off of her orbs is a really good change. And her EX orbs are actually, I can't remember if they're +1 or 0 on block. But either way, that's a really good change. He's an all around really good character. I'm going to put her in the great tier. I think Kefla's a great character. Not like this next one who low-key sucks. Kid Buu.
Wasn't he was like, oh, fall from grace.
Oh yeah, Fall from Grace, absolutely. He was so dominant. Dominant. He was so dominant back in his prime.
Yeah, he was.
But nowadays, with all the different damage nerfs, people just getting better at the game and realizing a lot of his mix is fake as hell.
Yep.
And his assists, his A assist, his arm ball attack, it's meant to like help him mix you up. And then like on when he's actually on the screen, it's not very good to just throw out there and use to like mix. You'd have to set up with another assist to get your 4-way.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just does not have it anymore. And his buttons, they go really far, but they're not all. Some of them, like his mediums, they go really far, but they're not actually all that good. He's a pretty average character. I'll slide him right there. Krillin, he's great. They gave him the work.
Yeah,
They gave him the goods.
They gave him the goods.
EX teleport attack, really good. You're able to cancel out of it. He has his 2S. He has good mix. He has good neutral. His key blast, his homing key blast, not homing key blast, but the key blasts that he has, they're really good. Garlic Bread is the sauciest character in the universe. Not Krillin, Garlic Bread. Garlic Bread Krillin is different.
Yeah. Yeah, Garlic Bread's Krillin is a different being entirely.
There is not a Krillin that can emulate Garlic Breads. Not that I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Krillin has gotten really good. His 5H goes really far now. They did that to help fix some of his more stubby normals.
Yeah.
Shadon XA, when is the patch drop? I don't know. Shit, as a matter of fact, while you're sitting there in the chat, do you actually want to join like 'cause you can join in on our Discord call and talk about this if you like. I know you haven't played this patch as much as I have, but you've played the game enough to where I feel like you still have a pretty good understanding of how good certain characters are. Oh, Shadon. There he is, out in Vegas doing stuff. Yeah, I was wondering about that because I know you did go out to Evo. Off the top of your head, where are we putting Mr. Piccolo? Well, we were going in order, but I can skip ahead to him real quick. Piccolo. He still has good assists. His grabs, his command grabs, obviously they have guard point, and that was a good change and all. But his buttons are also really good, especially his aerials. Some of his aerials actually have absurd hitboxes to where you can just snatch people right the fuck out the air. And
I'll be right back real quick.
okay, do your thing.
Gotta go do some stuff. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, and with an assist, especially in the corner, Piccolo does have pretty decent mix, but he doesn't have a very strong screen presence. You know, he can set up a homing key blast and all, and that's great. That's great and all, but literally all the top tiers can just say fuck you to your homing key blast, and Piccolo, in that sense, has really no presence in neutral. He's very weak at neutral. And then solo, his mix is very much, I would say it's akin to like UIs, to where like you really won't have much trouble blocking him as long as your reaction time is good enough to jump his back fists, like the one where he goes up behind you and then hits you with the back fist, or the one that he can even cancel if you jump, especially if you just super jump out the corner. Then he's gonna have to start chasing you down again, and like we said before, he doesn't really have that strong of a screen presence. So I'd say overall he's a pretty average character. And then we get to Fat Boo. Fat Boo, I feel like does Piccolo's job a little bit better, and he also has some of the most atrocious mix in the game. If I had to give him a rating off the top of my head, I don't really play him that much. I fought against a few really good ones and some not so good ones, but I'd say he's a little bit above average. Master Roshi. Now this character is hard to rank because I feel like he has pretty decent tools, but at the same time, literally nobody plays this character, dog. And I feel like that's more of an ease of use type of thing. Nobody wants to play Master Roshi because he's probably the single hardest character in the game to play. He has his beam, he has his masterful leaps, which he can use to jump around the screen. He has that one sparkle move, I forget what it's called, when he can bring it back. Uh, he has an EX Lariat that he can combo off of. He has his frame 4 reversal, which if you're in the corner, he can combo off of. He does pretty decent damage. He has really good damage, actually, not even decent. But you do have to be really skilled with the character because a lot of his combos are also really difficult. A lot of his optimal ones, anyway. And he plays the game quite differently from the rest of the cast. I'd say he's a great character, but I put him at like the bottom of great. He's just barely scraping there. Now, with Nappa, I'm not sure I fully agree with Enzim about him being straight up the best character in the game. And I do usually agree with Enzim's takes because he's one of those players that I really respect. I think he's a really good Dragon Ball FighterZ player, and he even won the event at Evo for Dragon Ball FighterZ. So we know he's an exceptional player. And EX Cyberman 100% is broken. But I don't know if he's the best character in the game just because Nappa without the Cybermen really, really, really struggles in neutral. Welcome back. Yeah, I was just explaining to the chat like Nappa is one of those characters like EX Cyberman is broken. He has a lot of really broken tools. His mix is disgusting. But just at the start of the match without bar, Nappa's neutral is not great. In fact, it's terrible without bar. But if he does have bar and he sets up a Cyberman, then his neutral instantly goes up to being one of the best in the game because the Cyberman plays the fucking game for you. Like, it's like getting 2v1.
Just go ahead and play the game for you, yeah.
Like I was saying, Enzem says he's the best character in the game, and I respect his opinion. He's one of the best players in the world right now.
Yeah.
And a lot of other top players think that Nappa is really good. But I don't know if I can say he's the best character in the game. I don't quite agree with that. Now, this character, Super Baby 2, he's quite oppressive. He can be quite oppressive.
Oh
Shooting all those
God.
key blasts around the screen, they're just everywhere. And if you super dash, if you're up against a good player, they are going to 2H you, and then you are going to get put in the corner,
Yeah.
and then he's going to mix you up. He also does really, really good damage and builds really good bar with his loops and shit like that. He's
Yeah.
he's incredible, as a matter of fact. He doesn't have any glaring weakness besides maybe
No glaring weakness,
the fact that
but maybe the low damage output because of yeah, no.
I wouldn't even say he has low damage output. I'd say his damage output is just like Baby does fine damage.
Yeah.
Like the damage that he doesn't do, he more than makes up for with the fact that he's building a lot of bar. I never thought I'd see the day Nappa was up here like this, but it makes sense. I like to use Nappa guard point elbow move. I feel like it's underused sometimes. Yeah, that elbow move also is really good. It's pretty minus,
Yeah.
but if you catch your opponent like just pressing a button in the middle of your block string, which they oftentimes they might even do, especially if they see a Cyberman coming, because you have to actually hit the Cybermen instead of just hitting Nappa. And then if you don't hit the Cybermen, it's gonna grab you and it's gonna blow up, and you're gonna get comboed in the corner. You're gonna get restanded, and then you're gonna cry, probably unplug your router, all of the above.
Yep. Just pure upset. Pure upset, bro.
Yeah, Nappa's really good. I'm gonna put Baby up here, top of great tier.
Yeah.
Now this motherfucker TN unplug the router is crazy work. Bro, this dude TN. Oh man, I feel like he's a
He's
really
had an interesting time.
I feel like he's a really good character, but nobody plays him because he's boring. TN is so boring. That's
Yeah.
why I feel like people don't play him. Though the tools that he has, I think he's actually pretty good. Just on a standpoint, I think he's about as good as like Cooler. The guard point grab, the really fucking high damage output. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
His mix isn't the strongest, but his mix is having no mix. So people think he's okay, and then they slip up, and then they get hit, and then they blow up. Unlike this next character right here, Trunks, you suck. I'm sorry, Trunks players. Trunks sucks. He is the most average character ever. To even do a really solid mix, you have to have a certified flip license
Mm-hmm.
because otherwise his mix is extremely one line.
Yeah.
And the damage he can do, don't get me wrong, it's really good, but he has trouble opening people up. He doesn't have a very strong screen presence. He doesn't have anything that like lets him. He can EX flip and pretty much skip neutral, but it's extremely telegraphed. It's so telegraphed that like it's just not a good
Like you can
idea.
see it coming from like a mile away.
And the fact that you either have to have a flip license or utilize your spark to get any decent mix with Trunks.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, exactly as you said, Chad. If you're playing Trunks, you're playing him for sauce, not because he's good.
Yeah.
Because like that's the only reason I would play Trunks is because his combos are cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Trunks is in desperate need of buffs. Low 2L, change the future attack, maybe having projectile invulnerability. I feel like those couple of changes would make him a pretty decent character.
Yeah.
It would make his staggers better. Maybe give him the same type of wall bounce that Super Saiyan Vegeta has off of his change the future attack. Super Saiyan Vegeta's quarter circle forward his kicks. The medium version, where he can combo off of it mid screen, just something like that for Trunks. I know he has other combos that he can do mid screen, but it costs bar, and you do want to utilize that bar for other things, because sometimes you might miss out on the kill because you tried to do a quote unquote optimal combo and you weren't in the corner.
Yeah.
But from Trunks to Blue Vegeta, we're going from a straight. This is another Blue Vegeta is another zero to hero character. This guy used to suck. This guy used to actually be dog shit. But then they sped up his buttons, made a lot of his buttons go way farther. His auto combo goes like half screen now. He's one of the kings of damage in this game. He has the double Big Bang thing he can do now.
Yeah. The double Big Bang thing was definitely unintentional, but
Oh no! It was intentional because you could do double Big Bang before, but you couldn't combo off of it because before they didn't have the feature where you could super dash off of those moves.
oh yeah.
Loki feel like SSJ Vegeta and Blue Vegeta swap places. You say? Um. Well, what do you mean? Because Blue Vegeta was never like, not Blue Vegeta, but Super Saiyan Vegeta was never super top tier like Blue Vegeta is now. People played him a lot back in the day because of his assist. Because back in early days of season 1, his A assist, well, I guess it was his only assist back then. But you couldn't super dash it, and you couldn't reflect it. It was like an actual beam. But everything else about Super Saiyan Vegeta was really mediocre. In fact, I feel like he's a better character today than he was before. Minus his assist. His assist is significantly worse. Because if you could call out that assist and then people couldn't reflect it or super dash off of it, it would still be broken. Yeah, no, I don't feel like Super Saiyan Vegeta was ever like that. I feel like he's a great character right now because of all the aforementioned things. But yeah, ironically enough, you know what I would say switches places? Blue Vegeta and Based Vegeta. Base Vegeta used to be top tier. But nowadays, I feel like
Assist was really good, but now kind of he's okay.
I feel like Base Vegeta is just above average. He still has pretty decent mix, albeit a lot of it is fake.
Yep.
He's pretty decent at zoning, a lot better than someone like Frieza because he has his rocket kick.
Yeah.
And the buff they gave to his Ki Blast, to where if it lands, you can throw another Ki Blast after doing the J2S. But if you're a character that's going to be throwing out Ki Blast like that a lot, you have to have like Super Saiyan Vegeta's feature where you can also cancel it into your other specials, which Base Vegeta cannot do. And even if he could do it, it wouldn't be nearly as good as Super Saiyan Vegeta's because his kicks and DP are way better than just doing Base Vegeta's rocket kick or dive knee. Vegito. Now this character, I feel like he's literally always been good. He definitely got a lot better with the 5M buff initially, but he's always been good. He's a great character. His mix, his solo mix especially, is literally non-existent, but it's kind of the same principle as Jiren, where you don't really want to press a button, especially because like his 5L spaced properly, no other character in the game can challenge him. Not one. If you're gonna challenge him, it's gonna be Cell EX Perfect Attack or another character's DP. Because you're not just gonna challenge that button. Your button has to have super armor. Not even super armor because it hits 4 times. So it would have to be like guard point. But if you do something like that, any move in the game, like not maybe Nappa's elbow attack, it's so extremely reactable. It's unreal. And then they made his 2L low, which is a really good change. I don't think he needed it, but I do think it's a really good change. His counter also being a grab now is fucking hilarious, actually. It's like you can do the counter or you can hold it and it becomes a grab.
Yeah.
And that just really ups the mind games with Vegito. His A assist is still really good. It's definitely like literally half as good as it was before. Because before you had 3 years to combo off of it. Now you actually have to be proactive. Yeah, Vegito, he's still good. Well, let's see. Wait, why is Hit where he is? I always felt like he was maybe in above average tier because he don't even got a low for real. Well, he does, but you know. Well, Shad A, you would agree that Vegito is a really good character, right? Vegito only has 2 lows. Before he got his 2L buff, in fact, before he got his 2L buff when he was actually considered one of the top tiers of the game, his only low was his 2M. And now Hit, yeah, he doesn't really have a low, and his low is like extremely slow. But he also has that high, and then he can back. He has that move where he can just like back up and then jab you from across the screen. He has his EX stances to where he can go full invincible, go behind you, and then hit you with that EX kick, which is a medium starter. It's like, yeah, he doesn't have a low, but he also doesn't need like a traditional fast low.
Yeah.
Because Hit has so many other ways to open you up. I know you've been up against a Hit player that EX stanced into EX grabbed. And you didn't, and then you got grabbed because you were expecting him to like go in and actually punch you out of the EX stance, but he didn't. He grabbed you. I've been hit by it a couple of times. Yeah, Hit has mix, trust me, and he has really good damage. Honestly, he didn't need the meter nerf. I don't know why they even gave it to him. It was minor. It was only 25%, but they still gave it to him. But yeah, Hit's definitely, he's got stuff. Videl.
Okay.
You know, her dodge, it actually works now. She's always had crazy mix. Videl has some of the best mix in the game. She has a free tick throw off of her auto combo now if you're ducking. Plays into the mind games. Her buttons, they're okay, but her special moves, they're really good. All of her special moves are really good. Her Gohan calls are really good, so she can play neutral fairly well. That one, I don't know what the move it is, but her like EX flip, which she can go into her EX grab too. That's really good. Her assists are pretty good. She has a DP assist, which a DP assist is always going to be good. And low key, I'm not gonna lie, it hurts my heart to say this, especially since that this wasn't the case before. But I feel like she and UI have swapped in terms of how good they are.
Yeah, they actually did.
UI used to be the one that was up there, or maybe I'm just hating because my friend mains her.
Who knows, man?
Yamcha, nigga, you suck. Yamcha, you suck. You suck. You have that invincible 5. You have the invincible 5M and 5H, yes. But they're so slow.
Yeah.
Like when they nerfed the speed of some of his buttons and like did other things to him. He's got the universal changes would definitely helped him out a lot, but it buffed other characters. Okay, I'll move him above that though because I'll actually put him above average because I do think it's better than Esproli. But he still sucks. I mean, he doesn't suck, but he sucks. Another Zero to Hero story.
Yes.
Zamas.
Yes.
Zamas. Let me throw you right there
Marx
next to
just got
Vegito.
so goddamn tired of all of us memeing on him so much, so they gave him the goods, and this is what we get.
9 frame fine bam that goes almost as far as Vegito's.
Yeah.
Better.
He
They
got,
improved his.
10 seconds of flight time now, doesn't it?
10. He has 20.
20? What?
They doubled it and gave it to the next
Double
person.
it? What is this?
He has all that time. He has all that time in flight. He can dash off of any move he does within the flight, which gives him crazy mix. The set play he has, knocking you down and going into the Blades of Judgment. Oppressive to just sit back and block.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, oftentimes he doesn't even have to block because his 2M has guard point. Not 2M, 2H has guard point. Yeah, they gave Zamas the works.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and finish out this tier list. These two characters, they're also great. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Lab Coat.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta does. I don't think I need to explain anything on that. EX Lariat, good damage. Pretty good mix. He has the level up system. Really good staggers. Blah 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 blah. Lab Coat. Her A assist got nerfed. Like it doesn't. It's not a. You can reflect it in the middle of it now, and so can you can also do the same when she like does it on point. Obviously, she can't combo into her command grab super, which would give her a 21% buff to all of her special moves, and give the opponent a 21% debuff. So that is significantly worse than it used to be. And of course, the famous meter nerf. Now, with the state the game is in right now, if they did revert her meter nerf, I think if they reverted her meter nerf, she'd definitely be like right here, maybe second or third best character in the game. Now this tier list is in order, but yeah, if they got rid of her meter nerf, I think she'd be up there because the reason she fell off so much is because while she still has really good tools, 6 lows and everything like that, she's just getting so much less reward than she used to off of all of her combos. But yeah, I think that is going to finish off the tier list. You got anything to say about this tier list? Do you think you would like move anyone around?
No, I think everybody's in a good spot from where they are. For me personally, that is. I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah, I would definitely. I think this tier list is pretty good for the state of the game that it's in right now. Again, it's not ordered. If it is ordered, it'd look just the way it is. It would look quite a bit different.
Yeah.
And we'll say these guys are probably ordered. I think these are the 3 worst characters in the game.
Yeah.
Piccolo, UI, and Trunks. Now, on that note, while they're both in the same tier, I would like to say, yeah, I do think Frieza is a better character than UI, but UI has an atrocious matchup against Frieza. He literally walks through Ki Blast. Like, come on.
Yeah. Very atrocious.
Yeah, Frieza v UI is definitely a terrible matchup for Frieza. And yeah, that's going to do it for the tier list, guys. Thanks for all the people that did come by to take a look at the stream, see what was going on in the tier list, talking in the chat, just chilling. And I think I had a fun time. I had a fun time doing this.
Yeah.
And also,
just fucking look in the comment section over a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it either. Yeah. Someone talking about, well, actually, I think Bardock is one of the best characters in the game because the way his auto combo turns around, it auto corrects, and you get hit by the second part of it, and it's a medium starter, and you shut up. You're trash. Respectfully, respectfully. If that's happening to you, you're probably bad at the game. If I go into my comment section and I see a single person saying UI is top tier, I might just ban them.
There's gonna be a lot of argument over that. I can guarantee it.
They can argue all they want. They're incorrect. He's not top tier anymore. He had his time in the sun. But yeah. That's gonna do it for this tier list, and I think I'm gonna end the stream off here. Thanks guys for everyone that came by, and I'll see you guys in the next stream and or video. Bye guys.